Hello again, mga kaibigan. Welcome back to our channel. Here we go again. And after Washington and Toronto, after that incredible run that pushed Eala all the way into the top 20 in the world, we are now here in Cincinnati. And this time, ibang Eala na ang pumapasok sa tournament kasi hindi na siya simply the dangerous young player na pwedeng manggulat ng malalaking pangalan ng tennis. Hindi na rin siya yung player na tinitingnan natin sa draw at sinasabing, nako, sana maganda ang makuha niyang first round opponent. Because here now at the 2026 Cincinnati Open, Alex is now seated at number 17. And because she is seated, she gets a first round bye, mga kaibigan. So habang naglalaban yung mga ibang players sa opening round, Alex gets extra time to rest, to recover, to practice, to prepare for her first match. And considering yung everything na ginawa niya over the last few weeks, this extra rest could extremely be valuable for her. So today, pag-usapan natin yung Cincinnati Open, Alex's incredible new position in women's tennis, and her possible opponents, the road ahead. And yes, again, magiging posible na makaka-rematch na naman niya si Jessica Pegula somewhere down that road. So, before we talk about the Cincinnati draw, kailangan mo nating i-appreciate kung paano narating ni Alex yung stage na ito ng kanyang career. Because again, yung mga last few weeks, Alex entered the North American hard court season and absolutely exploded. So sa Washington, na-capture niya yung Mubadala DC Open, and that is her first WTA singles title of her career. At para sa ating mga Filipino, it is a historic first. At again, hindi naman basta-basta yung dinaanan niya. So she defeated players like Leylah Fernandez, Elena Svitolina, si Naomi Osaka before meeting Jessica Pegula in the championship match. And if we remember correctly, that final, Alex lost the opening set 4-6. But instead of fading, she fought back and she won the second set 6-4. And then came that unbelievable final set of 6-0. So again, what we're saying, a bagel against Jessica Pegula to capture Alex's first WTA Tour title. So that tournament changed the conversation surrounding Alex Eala, mga kaibigan, kasi suddenly hindi na theoretical ang potential niya. She had a trophy, she had beaten elite players, and most importantly, she proved that she could put together multiple high-level performances in the tournament. And then, of course, came Toronto. Hindi pa tapos doon, right? From Washington, Alex went straight to the National Bank Open in Toronto. At syempre, ang malaking tanong natin noon meron pa kayang natitirang energy si Alex? Because 5 matches in Washington followed immediately by another major tournament is really brutal. But Alex kept winning. She extended her North American hard court winning streak to 7 matches before eventually running into Belinda Bencic in the round of 16. And again, we know what happened to that match. Bencic won the match 6-4, 6-0. And yes, especially in that second set, kitang-kita talaga natin that Bencic had taken control. But again, I don't think that Toronto loss should erase Alex's accomplishments before that. Actually, para sa akin, Cincinnati is gonna give us something very interesting to watch, mga kaibigan. I want to know how Alex responds after finally losing. Okay, because during that winning streak, you are riding in a momentum, right? Everything feels good. Yung confidence mo is very high. But eventually, everybody loses, right? Even the greatest players in the world, they lose a game. So the question becomes, how quickly can she reset? Nakapag-reset ba siya kaagad from that loss with Belinda Bencic? Okay? And here's where things become more exciting for us na mga Filipino tennis fans, because Alex enters Cincinnati at a career high world number 20, right? Think about that, number 20. But because several players ranked above her withdrew from Cincinnati, Alex moved up to the number 17 seed. This is reportedly the highest seeding of her career at the WTA 1000 tournament and highest seeding achieved by a Filipino player at this level. So, mga kababayan, this is not a small accomplishment. Seedings matter. Because when you are unseated, pwede kang mabunot against one of the top players immediately. So imagine, right? Arriving at the WTA 1000 tapos bigla na lang first nalaban mo si Sabalenka kaagad or si Goff or si Pegula. Right? Good luck na lang dyan. But now that Alex is on the other side of that equation, one of the seeded players, that means the draw gives her some protection in the earlier rounds. And because Cincinnati has 32 seeded players, Alex receives that very important first round bye. So why that bye could be huge for Alex? Because normally, mga kaibigan, we talk about bias as simply one less match, right? But for Alex right now, I think, personally, I think it's more important than that. Because, again, going back to yung schedule niya sa Washington, sa Toronto, tapos ngayon sa Cincinnati, that's a lot of competitive tennis in a very, very short span of time. Kaya kalaban niya talaga yung physical fatigue, but also yung mental fatigue as well, right? Because every match requires preparation, yung scouting, your warm-ups, recovery, yung pag-deal niya sa media, yung pag-travel niya, yung practice, yung ongoing practice niya, and then you wake up and do it all over again. So this first round bye gives Alex something she probably needs more than another easy match, and that is time to recover. Time to get comfortable with the Cincinnati conditions, time to work with her team, and maybe most importantly, time to mentally reset from Toronto match, right? Alex herself indicated after Toronto that she planned on taking a very short break before Cincinnati. So talagang magandang timing talaga itong bye na ito. Okay, so sino bang makakalaban ni Alex first? Now, let's get into the drama, kaibigan. So, Alex will begin yung Cincinnati campaign niya in the second round. And she will face the winner between Magda Linette of Poland and Elena-Gabriela Ruse of Romania. Habang nagpapahinga at naghahanda si Alex, these two players have to battle for the opportunity to face her. And listen to how strange but how exciting that sentence sounds. Magda and Elena-Gabriela are actually playing for the opportunity to face Alex Eala. So, dati tayong naghihintay kung sino yung malaking pangalan na makakaharap ni Alex. Ngayon, may dalawang players na naglalaban or maglalaban muna bago malaman kung sino ang haharap sa 17th seed Alexandra Eala. And that's what climbing the rankings changes, right? At the same time, kailangan din nating, of course, kontrolin yung excitement natin, right? Mahirap, but kailangan. A first round bye does not mean Alex automatically has an easy road, right? Because see, Lynette is an experienced player who has spent years competing at the highest level. And Ruse can also be a dangerous one, especially when she gets into the rhythm. So there is another factor. Whoever wins, Lynette versus Ruse, will already have played a competitive match on these courts. And Alex won't have that. So Alex gets the advantage of rest, but her opponents get the advantage of match rhythm. And that's one of the interesting dynamics when you are a seeded player with a bye. I would not look too far ahead yet, but yung priority is very simple. Get through that first Cincinnati match. And of course, we have to look at the draw too, right? Because come on, we are tennis fans. And of course, we're gonna have to look ahead, right? Within Alex Broder's section are names including kaibigan niya, Zeynep Sonmez, right? Daria Kasatkina, and world number 9, Amanda Anisimova. And elsewhere on her side of the draw are players like Landa Noskova and then Clara Towson. So, hindi ito easy section. But honestly, at this level, wala naman na talagang easy draw. This is WTA 1000 where you are supposed to encounter these elite players. And Alex now is becoming one of those players that other people don't necessarily want to see in their section. That's the difference. And then, of course, nandun din si Jessica Pegula, our favorite. There is a scenario, mga kaibigan, where Alex and Jessica could meet in the quarterfinals again. So, a potential Washington rematch. The last time these two met, Pegula took the first set in the DC Open final. And again, Alex fought back and Alex dominated the deciding set 6-0 and won that championship. So, kung somehow they will meet again in Cincinnati, it's going to be a completely different match, a completely different tournament, and probably a very motivated Jessica Pegula. So we have to be very careful. A quarterfinal is still a long way though. Alex needs to win multiple matches before she gets there. The same thing with Jessica. She needs to win multiple matches as well. Anything can happen. We know that. So I don't want to create the impression na nakaset na ang Eala Pegula Part 2. It is not. Okay? But, of course, the possibility is there. And if both players make it, oh boy, that's going to be one of the matches everyone will want to watch. But there is another reason why I think this tournament is important. It's because the US Open is coming, and Cincinnati runs through August 23, with the US Open immediately following this part of the hard court calendar. So Cincinnati is not happening in isolation. This is in preparation for one of the biggest tournaments in tennis. And Alex is coming into this stretch after reaching fourth round at Wimbledon, winning Washington, reaching round of 16 in Toronto, and breaking into the world's top 20. So the question now isn't whether she belongs on these stages, because she has already demonstrated that she does. The next challenge is yung sinasabi nating sustainability. Can she keep performing at this level week after week? And can she manage yung physical demands? How fast can she recover? And how she can handle opponents who are now studying her more carefully. Because the more successful you become, the more attention you receive, right? Players and coaches will study what worked against Alex. They will study what didn't work. They'll look at that serve. Her return position, yung forehand patterns niya, yung movements niya, yung tendencies under pressure. And Alex and her team have to just keep readjusting as well. That's the chess match of professional tennis players. And something else has changed, and I think Filipino fans notice this, because we are entering a different phase of Alex Eala's career. Before, every victory that she has against a highly ranked opponent felt like a massive upset, right? But now, if Alex beats another top 20 player, people aren't necessarily going to react. And that's actually a huge compliment, because expectations change when you reach this level of the game. The question, again, is no longer simply, can Alex beat an elite player? Can Alex consistently be an elite player? And that's a much harder challenge, but it's also a much more exciting one. Okay, so what should we expect from Alex in Cincinnati? For me, I think there are three things worth watching. Number one, yung physical condition ni Alex. Because after Washington and Toronto, I wonder how fresh is she on this tournament. The first round bye should help enormously though. Number two, how she handles her new status. Kasi exciting. Alex is number 17 seed and she's world number 20. Expectations are different now and opponents will treat her differently. And yung third, last one, her preparation for the US Open. Because of course we want Alex to go deep in Cincinnati, but this season is bigger than one tournament. You don't want to be arriving at the US Open completely exhausted. So kailangan talagang may balance between momentum and recovery. So yung mga final thoughts ko mga kaibigan, Cincinnati feels like another milestone in this incredible season for Alex. Again, she arrives as number 17 seed. She's ranked number 20 in the world. She gets a first round bye. And if everything falls place, there is that possibility with Jessica Pegula later on in the tournament. But one match at a time, mga kaibigan, because after everything Alex has accomplished, perhaps the most important thing isn't proving that she can create another miracle, right? She doesn't need another miracle anymore. She has earned her ranking, she has earned her seeding, and she has earned the respect of the players across the net. From being a Filipino youngster to trying to break through and becoming a WTA champion. Right? Ibang usapan talaga ito. The Cincinnati Open begins a new chapter, and now we wait to see how far Alex can take it. Okay? And looking forward to the US tournament. Kayo mga kaibigan, what would make Cincinnati a successful tournament for Alex? Third round? Yung round of 16? Quarterfinals? Or are we dreaming of even bigger? And if somehow Alex gets there with Jessica Part 2, are we ready? Because Alex Eala's North American hardcourt story isn't over yet. So Cincinnati, get ready. Here comes Alex Eala. I'll see you soon. Bye.